family, we were having some sound issues backstage, all on my end. So if you guys can hear me, let me know. Somebody say something down in chat so I will know that you guys can hear me. I want to say hi to everybody. Zach, Holly, my sister Angie, Chantrell, my daughter. Who else we got in here? Lauren, of course. I'm going to bring that beautiful girl out in just a moment. Hopefully we'll get some more of our family in here. So we'll go ahead and bring Lauren out. Worldly Morphidelic, glad to see you in here.
Okay.
Go ahead and bring.
Chantrell says we can hear you.
Awesome. 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 Thank you guys so much. All right. Let's go ahead and bring Lauren out. Oh, Lauren.
We got it. It's good.
We got it. Thank you so much for coming on the show. You're looking awesome. I'm loving the new hairdo. I love the fiery red. What made you do the name change?
Well, I started Scales Exotics back when it was just me. My husband, once we met, started getting real into the hobby too. And Skells was my nickname that came from my maiden name. And since I'm married now, I'm not Skells anymore. My last name's Gray. So I wanted to do, I don't know, I kind of wanted to change it up to include my husband, to make it more of like a combined business. Since he's so much he's behind the scenes a lot. Like, I'm the face of it, but he helps me out back here with the work and all of that. So he deserved to have a stake in it. So we decided that we wanted to rebrand, come up with a name that meant something to both of us, and move on with the business from there before we got, too into the Scales Exotic stuff. And that way he could have his own thing and I could have my thing, and it worked and showed us as like a couple in the hobby.
I love that. I love that we met you both as Scales, and now we're kind of getting to know you again as Multiplayer Morphs. I love the kind of both entities of you two. So I think that's wonderful. How long have you guys been keeping, you yourself and then you as a couple?
Myself, I got into the hobby in 2017. I picked up my first 2-ball pythons at an expo in January 2017. And I had probably about maybe 15 snakes by the time I met Jeff. And then once he started to get, feel pretty comfortable and stuff with the snakes and handling them and stuff, he kind of found his own niche with hognose snakes. And he likes all the different species of them, not just Westerns. We have a couple of different species of them that are his. And so when I met him back in 2019, it took till, I don't know, maybe late 2019, early 2020. And then he finally started bringing in some of his own snakes. So him about almost 3 years now, and me for 5 or 6 years.
I love that. That's awesome. Now, I'm going to get off topic. I know I sent you questions. But are you guys going to be going to any of the shows this year?
I don't know. I'd like to go to Tinley. But right now we're trying to save our money, and we feel like we're good with what we have animals wise.
Okay.
So for me, going is so tempting to buy something. I feel like I have to leave with something if I go to a show like that, since it's well, you made such a long haul to get there. You got to reward yourself.
You gotta take something home.
Yeah, so you can't come home empty-handed. So I don't know. I want to, but that would have to be, I don't know, discussed. Maybe in October. I know we won't be able to swing March, but maybe in October.
Okay, cool. I hope you guys get to go because we'd love to see you. Are there any other reptiles that you guys are keeping right now other than just the ball pythons?
Yeah. So my husband, he keeps hognose snakes. So we have a handful of Western hognoses. We have a pair of giant Madagascar hognoses, which I love. I've kind of stolen them. They fascinate me. They're fun to watch. We have them in like a 4x2x2 enclosure right now until they get bigger. And we have them like in our living room where we can watch them. And then he has a pair of tricolor hognoses. And I know he wants a pair of spectacle hognoses, so that'll be an acquisition at some point. And then I have I have a boa constrictor, a retic, and a Dominican red mountain boa, and a sulcata tortoise as well.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Okay. I gotta tell you, I was not like a fan of the hognose. And the last, I think it was Tinley that we went to.
No, it might have been St. Louis.
I think it was Tinley that we were at. It may have been Tinley. It was either Tinley or St. Louis. We fell in love with those little hognose snakes. They were so stinking cute.
They're characters too. Like I've never like our ball pythons have personality. You guys know that. But like I've never seen such character in a snake until I started working with these hognoses. They are hilarious.
They are so cute. This little turned up nose. Oh my God. I was like, you know what? They're so ugly. They're cute.
It's a face a mother could love.
I don't know how else to describe it. They're so stinking cute. I did say hi to Royally Morphidelic. I did see Sammy come in and Thomas. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thanks for coming in. They're just the cutest little things. I love hognoses now.
That's the reason why Jeff likes them, is because they look derpy. Anything that looks weird or goofy, he loves. So
I honestly do. I'm like, we started looking at them, and you go down the cases when you're at the shows, and you're kind of looking at all the beautiful different things. And I fell in love with the retics, and I finally, after I don't know 4 or 5 years, convinced Mr. Donahue to let me have one. So I did get my retic, and then we're going down looking at everything, and I'm like, we start looking, and he's looking at the hognoses, and I'm like, is he interested in these? We just started looking at these hognoses, and he's like, I kind of want one now, and I'm like, I do too. I think we've got our sights set on a hognose now. We do want a hognose now.
they're fun. They're a lot of fun.
Man, well, I'll be asking you for some tips. Is there anybody that you kind of look up to in the industry as a female?
I know when just in general, when I first started, like I was big on Brian Barczyk. Like watching his videos and learning all, like back when he was doing like the morph education and stuff, back like 5 years ago or so, and just learning from him. Sorry, dogs are barking.
No worries. We take
So, and like him, obviously Justin, he's just so like everything he makes is mind blowing.
Brain is just, you're thinking, how did he come up with this and this and this? And you're just like, he's a genius. He's just a genius.
Yep. And then I look up to Miri Burnish from MSB Reptiles a lot. Just because like she works so heavily in Monarch, and that's a big project that I'm working with now. And I look up to her, and like I talk to her often, and like, I've watched her projects and stuff to see what she's doing and how she's working the gene, and it gives me ideas for what I can do with it down the line. And so like as a female, like I would probably say her.
Okay. Very cool. I did see John come in and Tammy. We do. Here in Missouri, we have to have permits to have hognose.
Ah,
So before we can get one, we have to have permits. So
yeah, because the native. That's the part about being in the Midwest.
right, right. Brother Kurt's down there in Ormond Beach. Got to be down there visiting Ryan. Uniquely, thank you for stopping in. Um, does the husband help you with all of the upkeep with the reptiles and all the things that you do?
Yep, he does. We clean the rats together. That's a joint job. He'll help me water the snakes and clean up the poop, and he'll even talk to them now like I do. It's funny watching that evolve over the years. how he's grown to treating them like our kids, basically going, "Oh, well, knock it off. Don't look at me at that tone of voice." Like,
No, you saying that makes me giggle because there are times like Mr. Donahue is off on Fridays and I work and I'm downstairs and I can hear him upstairs in the snake room. I can hear him talking to the kids. And I'll say something to him and I'm like, I can hear you upstairs talking to the kids. And he's like, what? No, I wasn't doing anything. You most certainly were.
I caught you. Don't deny it. I caught you.
I got you. Charlie, thanks for coming in. Kane Corso, I love you, girl. Thanks for coming in. I love that about the guys, though. Now, do you keep enough rats that feed all of your reptiles, or do you have to also get some from?
We breed everything in house. Everything is done here. We had a rough year last year. We had to outsource a little bit because we had moved and had called down our ASF and rat colonies to move, so it was easier on ourselves. And they never bounced back. And I came to realize it was because of what we were feeding them. So we changed up their diet and then brought in some new blood. And now it's just booming. So now I'm playing catch up from last year of having to pick and choose. Okay, who do I feed? And to now where I have like a oversupply of everything, and it's wonderful and it feels so much better.
Now, do you sell off to anybody, or do you just kind of freeze off what you don't use right away, or how do you work that?
For now, I'm freezing off and saving for myself, and then once my freezer's full, I'll probably start selling off to like the local community and stuff. And Jeff and I had talked about like down the road, like once we have more hatchlings to sell, and we talked about doing like a mixture of like selling rodents and selling ball pythons at expos and stuff near here. So
that's awesome. Okay.
So that'll be down the road a bit, but.
Okay. Now, are you guys already doing expos, or
not yet? All of our sales have been through Morph Market or local, and we had a pretty decent year last year, and we're just hoping to keep going up. But I want to make sure that we have a decent supply of stuff to actually have on a table before I pay for a table and decide to actually vend.
I understand that completely. Like, we only had, I think, 3 clutches last year. Our 4th one we lost the entire clutch. So we're like you. We haven't done ours yet because we want to build up a supply before we invest in all of that. So completely understand what you're saying.
And plus everything from the past couple of years that we've had, I've held back. And we had last year, because of my issues with my feeders, I didn't have any clutches besides one. I had my Monarch clutch and that was it. And the other clutch I did have ended up the babies ended up being deformed and having shark jaw and didn't make it out of the egg. So we don't really know what happened with that one. But I didn't really have a great season with like producing animals last year, but we changed up projects and moved some things around and brought new things in. So hopefully this year will be better now that we have rodents.
Yeah, exactly. Now, see, our rodent guy, he quit on us. He went out of business completely, and we'd had him for over a year just last week. So,
Oh no.
So apparently we're going to be producing our own. So I understand completely. Now, how far has women in the industry come along since you entered the reptile community, do you think?
It seems like there's a lot more now. I only knew of a handful when I first came in, and now it seems to me like almost every other business page is a woman-owned business, and it's awesome. I'm really excited to see more representation in the hobby. It was male-dominated for so long.
It is. It's a very male-dominated industry. It's a very male-forward industry, and we run into a lot of them. Not that we don't love our men. We love our men in the industry, and the ones that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. The ones in here are phenomenal. But you know, we need more women faces forward. We need more women to kind of come out in the open. Have you had any negative situations or interactions in the community so far?
Not really, no. I tend to keep my head down, and I don't subject myself into shenanigans. If I, you know, I'm one of those people that'll just like silently step away. I don't like to infuse myself in drama. It's just not worth it to me. It's too much stress. So typically if I have any issues, I'll just say, okay, and just quietly stand aside.
I understand completely. Hey, Will, I am not a drama mama. I don't like drama. I will stay as far away from drama as I can get. I'm one of those Miss Positive. Everything is. I'm like,
there has to be a bright side, because if you keep focusing on the bad stuff, then it just turns into a bummer, and it just doesn't feel like it's worth it anymore. So like I try not to even pay attention to any of the negative stuff. Like there's been so much going on lately negatively. It's just like, oh my gosh, can we just go back to the happy times? Like can everybody just get along, please?
Along. Sunshine and rainbows, sunshine and rainbows. Yeah. I'm one of those people. I'm all about the positivity, and I like to focus on that aspect. So when there's a lot of drama, I get real quiet, and you'll see me just kind of not get on social media.
I'm just gonna sit in the corner.
I'll just kind of quietly just put my phone away, and I'll be like, nope, not about it. Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna detox from Instagram for a bit. Peace.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
I know, Will, did I throw you off? Will saying he didn't even recognize me at all.
I know. You came on with the red hair, and I was like, what?
This was just a couple of months ago. I've always wanted to cut my hair short, and I thought, screw it. I'm not getting, I'm done. My wedding's done, and so I can cut my hair short now, and it's not a problem.
Yeah. Well, Jefferica debuted her fiery red locks about a week ago or so, and I don't know if you know who Jefferica is, Juicy G, but she's quite popular. Jefferica. She had to get her restraining order. We're so sorry, Charlie. I am so sorry.
See if I can turn my phone sideways if it'll change the orientation. There we go. That's better. I'm like, why am I so small?
Now, what do you think women can bring to the reptile community?
Gentler touch to things for sure. I think like women see some of the morphs a little bit differently and the interactions between them. I think we like sometimes, I don't know if you've experienced this with Jeff, but when I talk about colors to my husband, I'll say, oh, look how pretty. That's like a cyan kind of color or something. And he'll go, that's blue. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like we can see colors a little differently and imagine the interactions differently, and that'll affect our combos and stuff. So I don't know, just that's the one thing I laugh about most of the time when we're talking about combos.
We do see things a lot differently than they do, and so we kind of bring that to the table. And I think we have a broader picture sometimes than they do in the long run.
Yes.
I think they just like, and they're good about the bottom line, where sometimes we're just like, okay, but this and this and this and this, and we've got
we're thinking years ahead.
Yeah. So I think that for those of us who are lucky enough to have our partners in the business with us, we bring a certain kind of balance to the table with them, and I love that aspect of the females being in the business. And I think sometimes we have a way of speaking to people that, like you said, is a gentler way sometimes.
Especially when it comes to like conflict resolution and stuff, like issues in the like just dealing with other people in general in the hobby, like customer service wise, I feel like sometimes you can tell when you're talking to a woman versus when you're talking to a man.
Yes. I'm telling you, it's been a rough week. Not in the hobby, but it's been a rough week. Mr. Donahue has almost been thrown in jail this week. He saved my life he saved my life this week. I got hit by a man at the gym. Physically hit by a man at the gym.
Oh, gosh.
And my husband was like, what the is your problem with my wife? So I'm like, okay, we can't go to jail, honey. We can't go to jail. You're law enforcement. We can't go to jail. So that happened this week. Then yesterday I was choking, and I was over there like dying in my seat, and he's trying to save my life.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm like,
we're too early into the year for shenanigans like that.
I'm like, oh my God. He's like, it's only January. I can imagine what this year's going to be like.
My gosh, if that's the track record, geez, oh man.
And then at work, he got into a mishap with one of the MS-13 gang members. I'm like, Jesus, honey.
My gosh.
What the hell?
Oh man.
What, 3 weeks into January? Can we do a do-over? Is there a reset button? Oh my goodness. Hey, Shane, thanks for coming in. Buster Maston, thanks for coming in.
Sacred serpents, I can go to jail. Who hit you?
Baby girl, I'm telling you. Mama was trying to work out. He did not like that I told him there was another machine just like it.
Jeez.
all just a big. He didn't mess with your dad. He did not like your mama.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Oh man. Oh, Miss Lauren, what is one word that can describe you?
Oh gosh. Probably, I don't know. I would have to say determined, I guess. There's been quite a few times over the past year, at least in this hobby, where I have kind of where part of me has wanted to throw in the towel, especially with like the way our clutches went last year. It's like, okay, clearly I'm not meant for this at this point. Just need to, and a lot of help from my husband kind of pushing me forward, but I would say determined. I don't usually sway very easily. Yeah, I don't really talk about myself too much, so I don't really know.
Determined is a good one. Hey, Kara Shay, how are you, beautiful? John, thanks for coming in, and I will tell him that you said hi. He is sitting right here, so he'll know. Gerald, thanks for coming in. Determined is a good one, but don't ever feel like you're alone, because we all get that way, and we're all here. So if you do, message one of us, because we'll talk you right back up. We all get to be like, oh crap, another day. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, my husband had to do that to me a few times this past year, and if he wouldn't have been talking me back up, I don't know what would have happened.
There's sometimes it's just you get to the point where you're just like, oh my God, is it really worth it? And then you're like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, eventually it's worth it again. You just got to get through the crap.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crap in this hobby, but there's also a lot of good.
There's a lot of good.
Just holding on to the good when the bad's kicking you in the ass.
You have to hold on to the good. Will wants to know if you still consider yourself a pet rescue.
I don't know if I ever really did consider myself a pet rescue. I know if I ever was presented with an animal that needed my help, I would definitely do my best to figure out a way to help it, whether that be accepting a surrender, or helping teach somebody to give proper care, whatever that is. I've never had the actual experience of taking in an animal from somebody who was looking to, I don't know, try to find a better home for it per se, where it was having issues. But at the moment, it's mainly just hobbyist breeder.
Okay. All right. Hey, Brother Jeremy. When all is said and done and you've passed on your keeping, what do you want people to remember you for?
Not being a jerk. I've had many interactions with people that's less than you'd hope for, I guess. And I never want to be the person that people feel like they can't approach and ask questions, because I still ask questions, and I hope that when I go to somebody, I don't get slapped around and told, well, why are you asking this question? That's stupid. You should know this. You've been doing this for how long? So I would hope to be a person that people can easily come to when they need questions answered, when they need help. Yeah.
I think that's wonderful. I don't think that there's any amount of time that you can be in this business that you can't learn something. I mean, it doesn't matter how long.
And that's the beauty of it.
It I feel like I learn something on a daily basis, and I don't care if it's just some little thing that maybe somebody else has known like forever, and I'm just like, oh wow, that's so cool. And they're just like, yeah, I've known that forever. And I'm just like, still it's cool because I didn't know it. I don't care if you call me a dumb blonde. I don't care. Do you have any animals that you want to show off to us?
I can. I might get bit because it smells like rat in here right now. We got to clean.
Rat in there? Okay, don't chance it. Don't chance it.
Well, hey, you mean bleeding on camera, it gets views. I guess I'll pull this girl out. Oh, and you're not in shed for once. Good. Now this was the, excuse me, don't twitch at me. This was our main production from last season. This is our female pastel monarch.
Oh my God, look at the
She was the only visual we hit in the whole clutch. And I'm over the moon with her. She's my favorite.
Yes.
I love the colors. I love, like, it. Not, you see pictures of them, but then, like, the cameras never do them justice, ever. And we're hoping to hit a visual male this year. That way we can start pairing him the next year, hopefully if he's big enough, to some pied stuff, because I really want to do monarch pieds.
Monarch pieds? Oh, wow, yeah.
Monarch and pied are made for each other, in my opinion. So,
just
but this girl,
on her.
She's my baby. I love this snake, and she's one that I mess with all the time. So she's used to having her head touched and being messed with from day one in the egg. So
I love the white spot down there towards her tail.
Oh yeah.
Dorsal.
Yeah.
That's just gorgeous.
Pastel definitely looks good with monarch. I know a lot of people are kind of like with pastel these days, but monarch, it's perfect.
There's certain things that pastel looks really good in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's.
The head step looks like a face.
Yeah, I love the pattern, and it's the funny thing is you can kind of see it in the hets.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a little bit of that like joining pattern in the alien heads and the hets. I have a few of the normal hatchlings from that clutch that I kept, and the parents have it too. Like, let me see, which one are you? Where's the one I'm thinking of? Is it you? Am I thinking of you? Yeah, it's you. So like you can kind of see, let me pull her up. Whenever you look at their alien heads, like how, see the big conjoined alien heads?
Yeah.
So that's like when we're picking out, like these guys are technically 66% het. So we don't know if they're gonna prove or not, but like we base it off of what we see pattern wise, like this.
Yeah.
And and she has it on both sides. So, and that clutch came out extremely female heavy, which was really nice.
Really
so,
nice.
Because we already have a male 100% het. And the fun part about that clutch too was we picked up the male. We were gonna just buy him. We got them from Miri, from MSB, and she said, "Well, I can throw in a female for you too, and just for like an additional like upcharge." And then we were like, "Oh, yeah, okay, let's do it." And she gave us a pastel 100% het, and we thought, okay, yeah, then we got them as like a wedding gift to each other. So it was, kind of, they mean something to us. And then I paired them all throughout that coming year after we got married and stuff. And then our 1-year anniversary came around and she laid her clutch on our anniversary. So, which is the clutch that she came out of. So we were, these two, I don't think, even though they're just hets, I don't think they'll ever go anywhere.
No, that's like the best gift ever.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I don't have a lot of monarch stuff just because it's a pretty penny. So I'm trying to produce it all myself.
Right.
but I'm hoping to like do paint stuff with it. I want to do pied. I obviously want to do clown. Just try to figure out cool different ways to blow that weird looking pattern up and the color and make it. It's different than Ultramel, so I definitely want to put like darker jeans into it, and I'm looking into trying to do it. A version of it is like the Oreo pied. I don't know if you saw Justin's video on that.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. I want to do a Monarch Oreo pied at some point, years down the road, but I think that would look insane.
I think it will. Justin comes up with some awesome things, and so for you to be able to do that, oh my God, that's gonna be the bomb.
And then the other thing,
loving it. We don't have any Monarch, but we have the Ultra Male, but we don't have any Monarch, but that's gorgeous.
I do keep both because I like seeing the difference between the Ultramel and the Monarch. My only visual is a pastel Ultramel male. I did pick up a female, our first Tinley, she's growing fast, but not fast enough. She's GHI lesser spot nose yellow belly pet Ultramel, and I'm very much looking forward to getting a clutch out of her because the breeder I got her from showed me the actual visual, like her as the visual Ultramel, because he hit it in that clutch, and it's just like mind-blowingly stunning. So I like both. I like the lightness of the purples and the Ultramel and the dark rusty oranges and browns of the Monarch. So I'm like, with the fight, I'm like, I like both. But but you had to put a gun to my head, I'd be like Monarch.
Yeah. I fell in love with the Ultramel, and just like that was my first go-to. I was like, yeah, I gotta get the Ultramel.
I was too. Yeah. And I picked up our pastel Ultramel male when we were on our honeymoon because I was like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to get into Ultramel. Look how pretty he is, and he's a breeder male. Let's do it.
You guys do what we do, because like Christmases, birthdays, when most people are buying like regular gifts, we're buying snakes for each other.
Yep.
Like, so you're getting this for your birthday? How's that? And he's like, oh yes. You're getting a blackhead such and such, and he's like, oh yes.
I will never turn down a snake as a present, ever.
Right? Me neither. I'm like, you're gonna get me a snake? Heck yeah.
Yes, please.
What's the quickest way to my heart? A snake? No.
Come here, bud.
I don't want diamonds. I want a snake.
Yeah, and then this is my other pride and joy at the moment. He's just a black pastel pied, but out of nowhere, he suddenly got all these crazy freckles.
Oh my gosh.
And I've been obsessed. And this is the dad of my panda pied, so I'm hoping that whenever, he hits about 3-4 years old, he'll start doing this too and getting all these crazy freckles.
I love that.
And it just happened in one shed. It's so weird. And this is a 4 or 5 year old snake. And he was solid white until he got that one, and then a couple other of the bigger ones, and then out of nowhere, this last shed, he just had a ton of them pop up. So it's pretty cool.
Looked like he went out and got a tan, and that was it.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm hoping it's genetic. A lot of people say it's not, but I don't know. My panda pied has a Dalmatian spot on right here on his tail, like his dad does. So I'm optimistic that he'll start getting Dalmatian spots like that too.
That is cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
Something I'm hoping he's probably going to be the one that ends up going to my Monarch stuff, if not my mahogany yellow belly pied, to start working toward those.
He's a cutie. I like him.
Oreo pied Monarchs.
I like him. Oh my goodness.
I want to say
Yeah, we definitely slimmed the collection down a lot. It's mainly pied. I have like 3 clowns and that's it. But we figured last year with everything that we saw coming with the recession and all that, like we needed to really hone down and focus on what we wanted to work with and not overwhelm ourselves too much. And then just slowly build up what we needed. So I think I sold probably about 25 animals last year, changing things up.
And okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell Jeff Erica so we can get more snakes. Trying to get her an OnlyFans.
Hey. That's where the money's at right now. It's crazy. I've seen some stuff.
I will sell feet pics of that girl.
Oh yeah. We've been joking around that all the time. I tell Jeff all the time, I'm like, I could start selling feet pics and we could have some extra side money for the business. He's like, do it. I don't care.
Hey, Michaela. Yeah, I'm like, girl, I will sell your feet pics. Don't think I will. Slip that little mesh bra thingy on and I'll do it. By you. Mama needs a clown girl.
Times are tough. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
The economy's rough, girl. The economy's rough.
If you got it, flaunt it.
Those truck stops are getting a little bit harsh. A little cold out there. Just saying.
Oh my.
I'm telling you. Mom Juice Mondays are a little rough. I don't know if you've been in the chats on Mom Juice Mondays. When
Man.
Jefferica comes out, Juicy G, it gets a little, it gets a little wild.
Oh man, I miss those days. I can't wait to get back to drinking and stuff. I miss having a beer after work. The chill out.
Yeah. There's times when you just have to.
Anymore, it's like every day.
I'm telling you what. Oh, jeez.
What projects are you guys mainly working on right now?
Good Lord. We've got
Pastel
our
highways.
pastel highways are going right now. We've got some Pied projects going. We've got our Acid Blitz boy. He's putting in a couple females.
Oof.
Double head albino clowns.
We're doing double het albino clowns. Our ultra male het sunset was supposed to go to our pie girl again this year, but that was the clutch we lost last year.
She hasn't started.
She hasn't started doing anything this year. We ended up with one that came out. We ended up with 6 eggs. The one that survived came out with sharp mouth and one regular eye and one small eye. And then he was cute as can be. I called him Bruno, but he took his first meal and he passed away. So we lost so I don't know if it was something with the pairing or the clutch. We don't know. So I don't know if we're going to try it again. She's just not acting like she's wanting to do anything this year. So I don't know. God, we've got.
But he's going to a black pastel.
He is going to a black pastel het ultra male though right now.
Ooh.
Black Pastel Candy was supposed to go this year, but he just was not. He was not doing what he was supposed to be doing, like getting up to size. So he's gonna go this fall. He was gonna go to our albino girl. So she went to our clown, so she's gonna make hats. So God, I can't
It's those long-term projects. They're the most like rewarding.
Yeah. So we've got some other things that I can't even think off the top of my head right now. I put them in the Husbandry Pro today.
GHI butters.
GHI butters.
Oh yeah, those are pretty.
Purple passion.
Purple passions. Some bells. Just because my niece wants a bell.
Bells are pretty. Hey, and you know, if anything, they sell and they help move, fund further projects.
Right? She's wanting a bell, so we're doing some bells because she wants a bell. I know there's more. I can't think.
How many clutches do you think, like roundabout, that you're shooting for this year?
15 to 20.
There's 15 to 20 going.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's better than last year. That's way better than last year. Last year we were like, we got 4.
Woo! Hey, better than my one. So.
Well, the year before that, I think it was like 2 or 3. So we were like, oh, every year that we build, we're just making progress. So if we don't hit that many. We don't hit that many, but it's every year that we hit more than we did the year before. We've made progress, so I'm just thrilled,
Yeah.
You're
going in the right direction, and that's
all that
if
matters.
you can see trends going up, then you're good.
It's like Christmas to me every time we do, and I get so excited because once I know that they're starting to build and we're going to be getting eggs, I get like a kid in a candy store. I'm just waiting like almost every day, like we're going to have eggs soon. We're going to have eggs soon. We're going to have eggs, and then we're going to get to cut, and it's going to be so exciting. Or they're going to pip, and it's going to be so exciting. I'm like a 2-year-old. It's unbearable. He's just like, oh my God, will you stop?
That's where I'm at right now. I've got a clutch that's supposed to drop like any day now. Like I could open this up and she might have eggs right now. I keep telling her, I was like, well, tomorrow's my birthday, so you should just drop your eggs tomorrow.
We could have the same day. Hey, PK. We could have the same birthday. That'd be
awesome.
Just get so excited. It's the most exciting thing on the face of the planet.
And it's so weird how it doesn't get old either. Like you think after how it works. How the ovulation, then the prelation, then the eggs, then cutting eggs. Like you think it'd get boring after a while. It doesn't.
Ever does. And I'm sure that if you were like a huge breeder or something, it probably would. But I hope it never gets that way. I hope it never, ever, ever gets to the point where we're just like, oh, gotta pull another clutch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to feel that way. I want to walk up here every single day and go, I gotta pull clutch. Hey, okay, B.
Thanks, Michaela.
I want to be like, okay, I don't care if it's number 1 or number 58 or 100 or whatever. I want to be like, this is, just like the first one, the first time ever.
That's the one thing that draws me to like Billy from Mutation Creations videos all the time. It's just he never loses that childlike wonder, and he's had thousands of clutches. Thousands. And he's always like, yes! And he's jumping around and his hands are waving in the air.
He always seems excited for every single one. He's just like, yes, so we've got another clutch. Like, yes, Billy.
Oh, thanks, PK.
yes, we do encourage everybody to drop their links so that we can all follow each other. We love to follow each other and make sure that we're all kind of sharing in the love. Holy cow, we've done the whole entire hour.
Leon jumped in.
I saw that. I said, hey.
Sorry, couldn't hear
It just flew.
I did say hi. I did say hi. I said LKB, but I didn't say Leon, so that may be, yeah. So, hey. I did say it. I have one more question for you, and that is, what social media platforms do you use so that everybody can follow you on your social medias?
I have pretty much one of everything. I'm most active on my Instagram.
Okay.
My Instagram posts transfer over to my Facebook, so I guess technically my Facebook's as active as my Instagram. And then I have a YouTube page.
Okay.
And a TikTok, which I have off and on been posting to and just having fun with short videos. And then if I post a short to there, I'll post it to YouTube. Eventually, I'm going to get back into it and maybe start doing lives again on YouTube and daily and videos every like week or two or so. But we need to start getting more clutches and stuff cooking before I feel like I have anything to talk about.
Get back on YouTube. We encourage you to get back on YouTube.
I went and bought a new camera and everything, and I just my laptop that I have right now can't handle the 4K video from my camera.
Okay.
So like editing videos from my laptop is terrible. So I have to get a laptop or a computer that can handle that processing power before I start actually filming longer videos again. That's not on my phone.
We'll cut you some slack, just a little bit. Tyler, we'll cut
So
you.
it might be lives for now. So
Okay. We don't do the TikTok because we're too old for that.
Hey Tyler.
We're too old for the TikToks.
Oh, you're never too old for TikTok.
Oh man, the last thing they want to see is us doing some kind of dances up on the top.
I mainly show the snakes and I put them to music.
And they'd be like, no.
I think I've showed myself maybe in one or two, and that's it.
Maybe if we just showed the snakes, we'd be all right.
I let the snakes speak for themselves. That's all anybody who's interested in the hobby cares about anyway. So I'm like, I'm not showing me, no.
Hey Logan. Well, I was watching a crime story, and this girl, all she did was get on there and dance, and we were just like, who does she think she is?
It's weird, like that. People follow that, and I mean, like in those dance trends and stuff. Like, I'm like, okay. I mean, like as somebody who can't dance, I mean, I appreciate watching somebody who can dance, but like after a while, it's like, okay, I want to watch something with more substance. Thank you.
Hey Melinda, it went great. Baby boy took his little meal, no problem. Yeah, I was flabbergasted. I was like, all she's doing is dancing. Her I don't know what she thinks she's doing. She needs to just sit herself down because she just needs to go away.
Hey, it's making her money, you know. Those creepy old guys, you know. That's where she makes her money, probably. So.
Wait a
and
minute.
hey, money's money.
Wait a minute, Lauren. Jeff Erica. Juicy G. We found her. We're putting her on TikTok.
Oh boy.
We're putting Juicy G on TikTok. Hey, PCF.
Oh man. Yeah, posting video of a baby spider biting itself and got banned from posting. Yeah, that TikTok, the TikTok algorithm is really weird. Like if it thinks there's something that's violent, like I don't know how people can get away with posting like feeding videos on TikTok because I've seen tons of them, And I don't know how they do it because I would think the algorithm would snap those away really quickly and go, nope. Because I literally saw a video or a profile of somebody who said that they just posted in their bio that they got famous for a video apparently where they talked to their 12-year-old self. Like, I don't know if it was something motivational or whatever. I didn't watch the video, but he said because he put like I'm famous for talking to my 12-year-old self or something. The TikTok algorithm was like, oh, you're under the age of 13. Gone.
Oh no.
And they totally got rid of his account. He had like 1 million+ followers. Gone. It's like, okay, so you gotta be real careful.
Real careful. Oh my goodness. Hey, Lavon. Connor, did I miss Connor?
Mhm.
And Mrs. Bosa's on. Look at us. Bringing them in, Lauren. Either that or the talk of Juicy G getting herself a TikTok account. And somehow me outing myself dancing with a cowboy hat.
Did you get Miss Bosa?
I did get Mrs. Bosa. I did get Mrs. Bosa. I did.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, good checks.
Everybody's coming in now.
I know. I'm like, we've done all the questions. We've showed the snakes. We can show because the others might be fired up.
Yeah, I can try to pull a few more out. We'll see here. Who can I pull out? Oh, we'll pull out our first ever holdback. Hi, Bubby. You gonna bite me? How about we don't? Where are those tongues at? I need to give you a little bit of a boot. Hi. It's not food time. No, thank you. No, thank you. Come here. Hi. Yeah, now you're good.
Thank you, Michaela.
Ooh. And this was our first ever holdback. This is our Panda Pied boy.
Oh, I love those panda pies.
He came from our first clutch. I don't know how we got so lucky and hit the odds. He just has the pattern on his head, and then, like his dad, he's got that little spot right here.
It
But
almost looks like a heart.
yeah,
He is
and
so
he's my baby. I can do whatever I want to this snake, and he does not care. And I think it's kind of cute. I've noticed that most super black pastels and super cinnamons seem to have like an upward tongue flick. I don't know how well this is coming across on camera. He keeps moving his head. But is it like their tongues curl up when they flick? It's funny. So I think it's just like this cute little quirk that he has.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I tried again the next season for Panda Pieds, and we hit 2. One came out with 2 saddles, and he had like a minor kink in his neck that seems to have resolved. And he's at one of my friends in one of my friends' collections now, and he's doing great. And the other one was a solid white one, and it was just so kinked. And after that experience, I was like, okay, there's got to be a better way to do the Panda Pied project.
Right.
So when Justin came out with that, like I kind of already had the idea of, well, maybe doing Suma and then like adding something to like darken it. I don't know. And Justin came out with that video about the Oreo pies. I'm like, okay, I already have half of the, ingredients. So like I can start like combining things. And so we've been pushing the collection towards doing that. And I'm trying to bring in pies that are higher pattern. So I'll pull out a girl that probably will bite me. She does typically every time I handle her. She's a little spitfire. It doesn't matter if there's food in the room or not. Let's see, where's my? If I find hand sanitizer, that might deter her a little bit, but usually not. So we picked up a male. Oh, he's in this rack now. I'll show the male first. That he doesn't usually bite me. We picked up a male from Justin, and he's probably the biggest key to this Oreo Pied project. He's a mahogany yellow belly pied. I keep figuring out where my camera's at. Mahogany yellow belly pied. And since he has a lot of extra pattern, I'm hoping that that'll transfer to his babies and we'll get more black spots on babies.
Love that mahogany.
And he came from, I think, the original Oreo pied male that Justin has. So he's got no problems eating. So I'm hoping that, you know, within a year we'll be pairing him to some probably to my black pastel pied female.
Yeah.
I mean, we get some black pastel mahogany pieds, and the main girl is that he's going to be paired to is still growing up. But I have a black pastel mahogany het pied female that he's going for 100% when she's ready, and that'll be hopefully the pairing that'll get us there. But the other girl we picked up, I was very surprised at how she looked for what she is. Okay, sweetie, please don't bite me. I would appreciate not bleeding on camera.
We have one of those.
She's a pistol. And anytime I've ever held her, she does bite me. So this is our female mahogany pied, and she's like so low white, it's crazy.
She is gorgeous.
I love the low white pied. So I've been trying to find any possible way to add more pattern to these Oreo pieds as possible. And I'm hoping this will transfer genetically, because the guy that I got her from said that like all of the babies in the clutch that he produced out of her came from low white parents, and all the babies were low white. So I'm hoping that will transfer to her future babies as well.
She's gorgeous.
And just that rusty orange, I'm obsessed with her. She's
Inchi
actually behaving herself tonight.
bring it out, you think?
What's that?
Would Inchi bring it out, you think?
I hope so. I know Justin was trying for the adding Enchi into the Oreo pied stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The pairing that produced my male, I know, had Enchi in it too. But I don't think he actually hit. I would think that would brighten the pattern more than darken it. It might add more pattern. But I'm trying the route of pairing animals that actually have visually more pattern to see if that'll work. And then just that other female, and then my main collection is the Oreo Pie Project. And then I have a couple of paint animals that I have ready to go, and then a couple of clown animals, and Monarch is really it.
We have a spicy one. Boy, she is something. She's LSR Fire OD.
I've heard that LSR Fire tends to be fiery personality too.
Yes, she is. She got me 5 times in one day.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ouch.
She's something. Oh, she's something.
Yeah, I did see that. The Black Pastel Mahogany Pied Osborne. Yeah, I saw that and I drooled. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love how weird it looks with the white head. It looks so cool.
Osborne,
I saw him post that yesterday, and I think I went and found it, and I was like, I've been banned from buying anything right now, so I will get in trouble.
Yeah,
Plus, I have the making, so why would I go buy something that I can make, you know?
Right. We went to the Iowa show last Sunday, and we actually came home with nothing, which is the first time, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that never happens.
Here, Tyler, I'll get her out for you. We still have just the one, but there she is.
There you go, Tyler.
Because Tyler's big into the Monarch stuff, too.
Tyler is. We had Tyler on Monday.
She's getting there. Not as quick as I'd like, but she's getting there. copper cinnipides will eliminate. Yeah, yeah. And I think the Suma black pastel or Suma cinnamon. So, and I'm also thinking of trying Suma blackhead and seeing what happens with that too. I have a blackhead hide male that eventually I'm going to figure out where I'm going to throw him in all of this mix. He's got a year or two off till I figure that out. But where'd the monarch come from? It came from me. I made it. We bought a pair of hets from Myriad MSB, Will, and produced one visual last year. And we're pairing them again, hoping to get a male this year. At least one. If I can get one visual out of that clutch, I don't care. Thank you. Yeah, she is great. She's a pastel, so she's even brighter than she should be. But I think it's perfect. She's like fall colors. It reminds me of.
Love her. She's gorgeous. She's absolutely.
And that's why she's one of my logo snakes now. Like our two main holdbacks that we've had, my Panda Pied and our Monarch. Those are our two logo snakes now.
I love the new logo. Now, how did you guys come up with the new logo?
So Jeff and I are kind of big gamers. If I'm not in the snake room, I'm downstairs playing PS5 or Xbox, and Jeff's doing the same. So that's kind of how we grew, and our relationship was through playing video games online together, and we kind of wanted to incorporate something that both of us loved, as well as the snakes. And we were thinking of okay, what names would go good that mean two people, and that involve something that we enjoy. And we bounced around a few names, and then on our way home from Tinley, the last time we went, I went, Multiplayer Morphs. He went, oh my God, that's it. So it stuck, and we kind of held on to it for most of last year. And we figured we'll, jump into it as we're going into the new year. And that's kind of how it went. And we had found our the graphic designer that made our logo. He actually created the logo for Jaina at ASM Royal Tales. Okay. And I really liked the style of her logo. While it looked like he kept the realism of the pattern of the snakes, it also looked kind of cartoony. I liked it. And so I had messaged him and I said, hey, we're looking into rebranding. And this is kind of what we're thinking for our logo. We kind of want two snakes with their tails wrapped around old style joystick controllers. And he goes, oh, I got you. And 3 days later, he sent me the first draft. And I went, oh my gosh, it's perfect. He picked the colors. He picked everything. It's just in the text. It just was wonderful. I couldn't have asked for anything better. And he made the process so easy. And sent us everything we needed, and all we had to do was just hit post. It was nice.
See, I love the fact that you guys have something that not only draws you together with the snakes, but also the gaming, because we have the snakes as well, but we also have the gym that we do together. So we have something that we do outside of the snakes that kind of keeps us together as far as working out together and things like that. And we cook together and things. So it's just building that other relationship, so we're not doing things. He's not running off and doing something, and not time at home. And I'm not running off with whoever and spending time with the girls and not wanting to spend time with him.
It's called a leash.
It's not.
Well, hey, that's how me and my husband are. We're pretty much never apart. We're always doing something together, and it's not like we feel like we have to. It's just we're best friends. We like doing stuff together.
He knows he can go, anytime he wants to, and I can go anytime I want to. It's just that we're kind of homebodies. We like to spend time together.
Yeah, Michaela, I do have stickers. I'm actually in the process of doing sticker swaps and stuff with everybody now. So just DM me on Instagram and we'll get you set up.
Because we got our old ones, we don't have our new ones.
Yeah, we do have your old ones. We don't have your new ones.
Yeah. We'll have to fix that.
Exactly.
I have to work on, I'm just waiting for Sticker Mule to do like magnet sales and stuff like that. Cause I wait for their deals, but like, why would I go and pay like double the price when they do deals on everything? So I'm just waiting for those to come up, and then I'll have magnets and stuff too.
We're out of everything right now, I think, except for like the magnets. I need to I need to reorder everything. I'm bad. We're getting ready to go down to Arlington in 2 weeks, and I have no stickers.
Oh, geez. Are you guys vending?
No.
Uh,
I think in
We're
this
gonna hit an Oklahoma City one next year.
I think we're gonna hit an Oklahoma City one. Hey, Solo. I think we're gonna vend in the summer.
you might have enough clutches. You should be able to do it. Are you holding, like, you have plans for like holdbacks out of these clutches? Yeah.
We'll have enough.
We'll have enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have some. So hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, I think vending's probably about 2 years out for me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't see who's here. Holy smokes. 6, 7. I might have 7 this year. I'm still working on trying to raise up my girls. And then hopefully next year this whole rack will go.
See, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome.
Next year,
I'm just waiting for this one clutch to go. I'm trying to prove out our black pastel mahogany male. He's possible het pied, and I had paired him initially to our black pastel pied female, and this was her first clutch. So like I don't know if it was because she's a new mom or something was up with him or our issues with the rats. But we got 3 eggs and a slug out of her. 1 egg went bad, and then the 2 eggs that did like go full term, they never pipped, and I cut them and they had shark jaw. The one was like it would have been okay, but I think it was too far under, like the egg tooth was too underneath from the shark jaw that it couldn't cut its way out, and it drowned. And then the other one, and we didn't hit normals on either of them. We got a mahogany and a black pastel mahogany, and both were 100% het pied. So it was kind of a bummer. But the other one was like, its mouth was like the bottom jaw was like halfway down. It was so bad. And I told Jeff, I said, in a way, it was kind of a blessing, because I would have felt awful culling them. I mean, I would have done it, but it would have sucked a lot. So it kind of worked out.
Right.
So I'm hoping that it's not the male, because we paired him to our black pastel het pied female. This is the mom of our panda. So we know she does good clutches and produces viable babies. So if something happens this time, I'm going to figure it's him. And it sucks because he's beautiful. And I'd love to see if he proves out. Like if he sheds in between, the times that the eggs hatch and whatever, I'll send a shed out and get it checked out by the genetic service on Morph Market. But I'm really praying that he actually is het pied.
Hoping.
Fingers crossed.
Leon is wanting to know what you think is the most underrated gene right now.
Oh, underrated. I don't know. I might have to say, I'm trying to look up the stuff that I have. Oh, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I would probably say mahogany, because I don't see a whole lot of people posting about it. It's more like clown stuff. I see more stuff posted about Stranger than mahogany. And I mean, while Stranger is beautiful, it does crazy things. I like what mahogany does and how it blurs things in the pattern and that rich, like, rustiness it gives off. And then, I mean, you can't beat a Suma. Like, we have a banana Suma male. Hi, bud, you gonna bite me? You considering it? Don't look at me in that tone of voice. Okay. Like, you can't beat what Suma does. And I can't wait to actually have like just one without banana in it to see. But
Wow.
and it's just a, I don't know, it's a nice safe way to make dark snakes, and it doesn't break the bank, and it does really cool stuff with other things. I can't wait to see, like, I want to mix it with paint so bad. I need my ivory paint girl to grow up, because she's going to be going to some mahogany stuff. But I don't know. I would probably I think mahogany.
Mahogany.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm glad to see that G-Stripe is really coming back. I'm loving that G-Stripe is coming back.
G-Stripe clowns are sick.
Man.
Ugh.
There for a while, it was like people were trying to get rid of G-Stripe, and we were like, yeah, well, we're going to do it with Ultramail, and we're going to do it with this, and we're going to do it with that. And then all of a sudden, it was just like, I'm working G-Stripe, I'm working G-Stripe, I'm working G-Stripe. And it was like, what the heck? It's like, now it's making like a big comeback. And I'm like, okay.
The classic Justin video post that skyrockets everything in price and makes everything demand. And
Right?
G-Stripe clowns are sick. I don't have any G-Stripe in my collection, but someday that G-Stripe clowns are cool.
We picked up a male and a female G-Stripe from LSR, and I'm telling you, they are so freaking beautiful. You can't even just believe. They're like a sunset color. They're so, they're gorgeous. And then we have that LSR Fire OD girl and a mahogany boy that's LSR Fire Het Clown.
Oof.
Those are going to be some projects in the future, because they're still, juveniles, but shoot, man.
That's going to be some killer stuff. I like the way that LSR Fire looks. It's really pretty.
It is something completely different. I mean, you really tell how bright it is when it was, when he was showing us the difference between that and regular fire. And then when we were looking at that with like DG and things like that, we were like, holy cow.
I can only imagine seeing it combined with other like bright jeans like DG. It'd be sick.
Oh man, it was pretty amazing. So once they're big enough to start actually getting into the rotation, I'm going to be so excited I can't even see straight.
You'll be sticking camera, like I stick cameras in my tubs to watch. Be like, are you locking? Have you laid a clutch yet? Are you ovulating?
I'm gonna be like, if I could just like get something to view from downstairs, so I could just like be up here all the time. That'd be awesome.
I have these little tiny wireless cameras that I have. They're called Blink. And what's that? No, they're not VTech. They're just Blink. They're called Blink, and they're technically like outdoor security cameras, but they run off of batteries. And they're waterproof and stuff. So like I'll just stick those in like the corner of one of the tubs, or like I'll figure out a way to like just like nestle it in, so they don't move it around. And it'll wirelessly stream to an app on your phone, and you can watch like live as things happen. Like that's how I caught my Het Monarch female laying her clutch on her anniversary, because we weren't home, and I said, oh, she's gonna lay while we're gone, and I'm gonna miss it. And Jeff's like, yeah, well, she's going to do that. So just put a camera in with her. And I was like, no, that's a good idea. So I stuck a camera in, and don't you know, like we were away about like 5 hours away, and I opened up the app, and there she is laying eggs. I got to watch her do the whole thing. It was cool without bothering her, which was nice too.
I'll message you, because I want to figure out where you got those.
Yeah, it's Amazon.
Amazon? Okay.
Amazon. It's called Blink, like blink your eyes. They're Blink cameras, and they're the outdoor ones. And let me see, do I have one sitting around here? It might be on mine.
Hey, Lou.
I'll show you how big they are. I think I have them. Yeah, I have them sitting right here.
Hey, Chap.
I got a pack of 2, and then you can sync as many as you want to your app. And they're like this. and this is all it is, and it records sound, and it does infrared, so even if it's dark, you can see them, and it doesn't bother them at all, and they just run off of, I forget what kind of batteries they run off of, but they last forever. You can change the settings to make them last, and you can go pretty high definition video. I think it goes up to like 720p, so you can see what's going on. And it's really cool, and this doesn't bother them, and even if it gets wet, it's not a big deal. Like, I'll stick this in my incubator, and I've had one in there for like a month or two at a time, like watching my egg boxes to make sure I don't have any little noses rubbing that I miss, you know?
Okay. I'm gonna check those out. Shep, brother, how did the kids do at the games?
You think more Spider Gene would be more popular with time? I don't know. I think there's too much stigma around Spider with the wobble. And like, I personally don't think they feel pain or anything. I just think they have just a pair of drunk goggles on all the time, which is kind of why they're like, woohoo. But most of them it seems to activate with stress or excitement. Like I have one spider in my collection. She's a spider clown. And the only time I see her do even a little bit of a wobble is right when she's about to strike and eat food. And it's just a little like, whoop, 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 and that's it. So like, if you have their humidity and, you know, temperatures right, and they don't feel like stressed out, they're not, I mean, most of them, I'm not saying there isn't any that don't, but most of them don't seem to do the crazy corkscrewing. But they've been demonized a lot just because of the wobble. And I don't know if it's really ever going to make a comeback. I know there's a lot of people who find out that, oh, you're breeding spider. Well, I'm blacklisting you because you're producing animals that don't do well, blah, blah, blah. I have my spider clown female eats every week religiously, loves food. I had a bumblebee as one of my first snakes, and he did wonderfully. Like, I never had issues with him. And my first
was a queen bee.
Yeah.
And she's perfect. She had her first clutch last year and was absolutely perfect. None of her babies had any wobbles, not one.
Yeah. I think they all have the ability to have it, but I don't think it happens unless they feel stress. At least in my experience. I know there's some like genetic aspect to it where like if you breed like ones that have crazy wobble you know, they're obviously the babies are probably going to be more predispositioned to have crazy wobble. If you're breeding trait wise, you know, if breeding ones that don't show the wobble as much, you're more likely to not have that much of a wobble, at least from everything that I've seen the past however many years I've been in the hobby. So. Right.
But you know, spot noses.
But I don't think it's really going to come back in the way that it was when it first came out.
Right. But you know, they put spot nose in the same category, and
champagne, and woman, and Gene woman, and they don't get the hate. It's weird.
It's the spider is the one that gets most of the hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which if you only worked with one recessive, which oh my gosh. Hold up.
You go first.
To sneeze.
Oh.
Oh God. Let's see. If you had to work with one recessive, which would you choose? Oh. Whoa.
I love when we do this, we have to look at our racks to go, what do I have?
I'm looking at the rack. And
what can I not live without?
What could I not? Which one would I want to?
Probably your son's.
Everybody's going, what was that with your sneeze?
Oh, that's my sneeze. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's all. Probably my Ultraman, or no, it's probably Sunset.
Sunset.
Probably my Sunset. Yeah.
Do you have a visual?
It's a het. I have two het sunsets, a female and a male. Yeah.
I like sunset. The Ultramel sunset was the game changer in that gene for me. Because I mean, the sunset's pretty. I like what the pattern does, but it's a little too brown and muddy. Adding the Ultramel, that's how it looks in my brain when you think of a sunset.
Yeah. Yeah. I have an Ultramel het sunset boy, and I have a het sunset female that I'm waiting on growing up. So.
And you look at them, you go, grow faster.
Faster!
Dang it.
If you could just hurry it up, I would be so much happier. Yeah. That would be, sunset would be I think that was the one I really, really wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would probably be Monarch.
Monarch.
Now that I have it in person, I can't imagine my collection without her. Like she's so like that gene's so pivotal in like every plan I have going forward now. So it would definitely be Monarch.
Right? Once I get an actual visual sunset, I think I'll be like over the moon.
Mm-hmm.
I can't afford to buy one outright.
Right.
I mean, that's just too expensive for
It's crazy that it's still so like the prices maintained so well over like I mean I don't remember when Brian produced the first sunsets. I mean that had to have been back like 2015, 2014, something like that. And they're still like $5,000, $4,000.
Way high. It's above my price range.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Way above my price range. So I don't know.
We make the things we want.
We buy things and then produce them ourselves. We buy the heads and then play with things until we get what we want.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it puts us behind than, people who can just be like, here. But, like, at the same time, it's more rewarding, I feel, that way.
It is too. And, if we produce some other things that come out as beautiful or even more so, and we get some different things, oh my God. That's even more exciting. So I don't care how long it takes us. What else are we going to do?
Yeah.
I mean, we still work full time. We're still doing the things that we always did. And so it's not like we're quitting our job tomorrow and just doing snakes. We're building for the future, and this is kind of our play until we retire. And then we'll just do snakes. So
I was going to say, like, is this something you hope to become full-time in the future?
Oh, yeah. Once we retire, and we don't have that long. I mean, we've got about 8 years until we fully retire. So
oh, wow.
It's not, we're old, honey.
No.
We're getting there.
No.
We have about 8 years till we fully are able to retire. So.
Well, that's exciting.
Yes. Yes. Because once he gets to retire, I get to retire. Because I said I'm 2 years older than you. So if you get to retire, then I get to. That's the way this works. So, did we have another question?
I lost where I was.
Did you lose where you were?
Double recessive, that does not go well together.
Oh
gosh.
Oh golly.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen anything double recessive wise that I don't like.
I don't like, yeah.
I might have to think on that a little bit.
I will too. I have not. I'm trying to think of the things that we've seen at the shows lately that I just haven't been bowled over by.
I know the only thing I'm like, I've never really been big on G stripe, but the only thing I really like it in is clown. I don't really like it with anything else. I might like it with monarch, mostly because I like everything with monarch. But
Yeah, I'm telling you, I saw a
amen, Solo.
I feel young, so we're good with that one.
I'd say pied and G-stripe because you don't know what.
I need to hear that because I'm freaking out about turning 30 tomorrow, and I need to be like, age is a number. It's just a number.
Tomorrow's your birthday? Well, happy
Yeah.
birthday for
Oh,
tomorrow.
thanks.
Oh my gosh. It's just a number. I'm going to be 53 this year. You are just fine. It's just a number. It's just a number. It's always exciting though. What did G-stripe we bought because I wanted to go to an ultra male because it is fire. Oh my God. The tri-stripe is, but I'm thinking that the G-stripe is going to do kind of the same thing. It is it's so gorgeous. It's so
Have you seen D-stripe stuff?
The what?
The D-stripe stuff?
No.
It's I think I like that better than tri-stripe. It has a lot more like nothing from like the striping down the sides. It looks really weird. It's like a G-stripe with just like a couple extra lines on it. And that's it.
I'll have to look.
I haven't seen any on Morph Market. I don't know if somebody like I saw a picture of them again the other day. And I don't remember where I saw it. I think that's just on one of the Facebook groups. Oh, happy birthday, Levon. Happy belated birthday.
Exactly. Happy belated birthday.
And I'm looking at it going, oh, that looks stinking cool. I think I like that more than tri-stripe because tri-stripe, it doesn't really do it for me as much. I think maybe like if I were to say like a tri-stripe pied because you'd lose all pattern, you know. But I think look up D-stripe stuff. See if you can find a picture of it on Instagram, maybe. Because it looks really cool. Like if you put like that with like Ultramel, where you like if you're looking for color, whoa, that would look really cool.
That's what I'm gonna have to do because that's what we were just discussing. We were like, well, I think maybe G-stripe and pied probably would look pretty bad.
Yeah, something that would cause like a pattern mutation, and then like pied, which basically removes everything. Yeah.
Right. We were looking at Tyler's KRG stuff. I've been wanting KRG for probably several years now, and he was showing off some things that had KRG in it the other day, and I'm like, see what I've been talking about? I want KRG.
He's been pulling my leg on that for so long, trying to convince me to get some KRG stuff, and I'm like, oh, I have so many projects.
That's what we're like. Oh, we've got so much stuff. I'm like, but I've been wanting KRG for so long.
Here's another question.
Patty,
Highway or freeway? Freeway. I mean, well, I like both, but if you're talking about like adults, freeway, because they hold their pattern way better. The only thing, I only have a highway in my collection right now, but freeway someday.
We have highways in ours right now. Yeah, I don't have any freeway stuff.
And we have no asphalt.
Yeah, we have no asphalt at all.
I dream of getting some asphalt in the collection. Oh, come here, buddy. Yeah, there we go. There's my only highway. He's an Enchi highway. He's just a baby still, but he's the only male until I got that pied that had yellow belly. So,
okay.
And gravel. I don't have gravel either till him. I love the way highways facial markings look too. Like they have like the little like bones on the side of their head.
Ours is in shed right now, but he's gorgeous. He is absolutely gorgeous. He's going to our Ivory girl.
Super pastel.
She's at Super Pastel Ivory, so they're making pastel highways.
Ooh.
He's
Could have picked up.
he's a big. I don't know if I can. He's pretty. He's in shed though. I'll just see if I can get him. Hey baby. Hey baby. I don't know if he can. I don't know if you'll be able to see him.
Oh yeah.
Your light's too bright. Too.
My light's too bright. Let me see if I can turn it. I don't know if you can see him.
Well, you gotta bring him the other way.
Which way? This way?
Well,
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Oh wow.
keep going. Yeah, there you go.
They even look cool in shed.
Yeah, he's pink, and he's
Oh, look at those ghost eyes.
he's
He's
got
like,
a
where am I?
little heart on his head. There we go. There we go.
Do you guys work any Xanthic at all?
We do not have any Xanthic. He's like, Mom, leave me alone. I'm in shed.
Help, I can't see. Where am I?
He's like, please.
Hi, pretty girl. Just making sure you weren't doing anything. Oh. Yeah, I'm excited because I'm trying to shoot this season to make some double het DG Xanthics. Because my pinstripe DG female just came up to size this year, and she's acting like she's gonna go. So I've been pairing just like my single gene TSK male to her, and hopefully getting some Xanthic or het Xanthic DGs out of them. And then 2 years ago, I produced a clutch of double het Xanthic clowns. So I'm hoping at some point to combine those two projects and get what, Justin made with the triple visual DG Xanthic clown. That's like, probably like 12 years down the road.
Wow.
But doing everything from scratch. TSK Sacred.
Yes.
I have dark phase TSK. So my female, I have a visual female. She's a super pastel TSK Xanthic, and I think she actually might be Enchi too, because I think she produced a pastel Enchi out of that clutch. And everybody that I've asked and talked to says, yeah, that's Enchi. That's a pastel Enchi. And I don't know the pairing that produced the female, because I got her from the snake maker, which he no longer is in business. He combined with somebody else. I forget what business he's in now, what business he combined with. You were so so I haven't I wasn't able to ask him.
Okay.
So it's kind of more like proving it out. So, and I think maybe the banana that came out of that clutch, because the pairing was a banana clown to super pastel TSK Xanthic, which now we think is Enchi. And I think the banana male that we kept might also be Enchi too, just by what I'm seeing in the banding. I don't know if it's the double het influence or if we're actually writing it is Enchi. Because if it is, I'll pair him back to Mom, and we'll just see if we can hit any super Enchis, and that'll be the proof there.
Oh yeah.
It should be really, really cool.
We had a question. Do you like the black-eyed or blue-eyed Lucy's?
Blue-eyed.
Blue-eyed. I like the blue-eyed.
Yeah.
What was that about the rainbow boa?
Nothing.
Yeah, there was something about a rainbow boa. There was a question about a rainbow boa. I almost had it bought. Had it in my hand. I was holding it. Me and Savannah. we almost had that snake in the bag.
Oh.
Mr. Donahue came up and said, no. No, you're not getting it. And I said, what? He said, you're not getting
Why?
it. I said, why am I not getting the rainbow boa? And me and Luke and Savannah all went, why?
It's like the little kid getting told, no, but why?
I almost had that card out and everything. I looked at that lady and I said, we almost had it.
So close.
So close. So close. And that rainbow boa was coming home with me. He said, we're not ready for it. And I said, yes, but I have the money right here. He said, no.
Jeff keeps telling me that too, because I keep wanting to get a false water cobra. And I'm like, look at the little baby. It's so cute. It's only like $500 on Morph Market. We could totally do this. He goes, yeah, but that little baby's going to get to be like 9 feet long. Where are you going to put it? I'm like, I don't know. We'll figure that out when it comes. I mean, we can do, a small little, Viv setup for now, and it'll be fine.
I was like, but she's on sale. That's what Luke said too. He goes, but she's on sale. That's a good deal. Like,
don't walk away from a good deal.
This is a really good price. What brand of thermostat do we use?
Currently VE, and then I do use these iPower ones off of Amazon till I can afford to get a couple of more thermostats again, because I've had a few pooed out on me, VE ones. So
we got VEs.
I do want to try Herpstat at some point though, because I've heard they have a couple of more features, like they connect with Wi-Fi and stuff, and you can like check on them that way and stuff. But I think those are like the $250 or $300 models. I'm not sure. But I think that'll happen whenever we finally have the ability to invest in an ARS rack. Once that happens, I'll be like, okay, we got a fancy rack. Basically, the whole collection's in there. We need a really good thermostat.
We've got one ARS rack right now that we ended up putting together on our anniversary.
Aw. Well, that's a fun together project.
We went out to eat and then came back, and me and Mr. Donahue and our daughter all put it together and brought it upstairs. I know, we were so busted. We were so busted. He came up right behind us when we had that thing in our hands ready to go.
Dang it, if he would have been like a minute later. Oh, it's too late. You can't take backsies.
We were just
oh my gosh.
I'm like, see, he always goes. I'm like, I lose him at every show. Look, see? And then I'm over there and I'm holding the little rainbow bow and I'm like, we'll take her. And
hey, well, you're going to Arlington. You might find another deal.
I hear, will what? No, we're not. No,
I didn't say anything, Jeff.
We were so busted.
Jeff's gonna have you on one of those child leashes where that lock on your wrist, and he's gonna be have you on his belt loop the whole time.
Oh man, I know this look of guilt was on my face.
Oops. Don't we all intentionally lose our partners at shows though? It's like, oh no accountability. Oh no. Nobody to tell me no or that it's a bad idea. Whoops.
He did ban me from Amazon. He took my Amazon privileges. It got so bad, Lauren. We had to get an honest to God, this is honest to God's truth. I had to get a dumpster from the trash company to come out so I could get rid of all the Amazon books.
Oh my gosh.
It was that bad. I'm
That's
like,
funny.
well, it was Christmas.
You had a good Christmas, right? It was worth it.
You know. So this year I did really, really well. And every time we go out into the garage to get in the car, I'm like looking at him and I go, there's only one box that we have to tear down. I'm like, see how good I was? He's like, yeah. You've been sneaking into the dumpster when I wasn't looking, probably. What you don't know won't hurt you.
Hey, you know what? That is my life motto. And I get in trouble a lot. That's what happened with this last mail that I just bought. Like I looked at my husband because I saw him and I was like, he would be perfect. That would be perfect. Can you know, we could do this, we could do a payment plan and they would be fine, you know, they'd be fine. You don't have to worry about it, you know. And he goes, well, how much is it? I'm like, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
That's what I say to him. I'm like, don't you worry about it.
Just let me keep my addiction.
Don't you worry about it. He's like, Mrs. Donahue. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my gosh, kids. We did 2 hours.
Woo!
Holy cow. Okay, we better shut this bad boy down.
My lights are shutting down, apparently.
Man, he gonna ban me from everything.
So who's even asking her?
Patty, we don't know if anybody's ready for Juicy G, sweetheart. No one's ready for that fiery redhead.
Oh my.
No one. No. She is something.
I don't tell anyone and he doesn't ask. I don't tell him anymore and he doesn't ask either. Cuddle time. See, because now it's dangerous for us because we have a separate account for the business now. So I'm like, you know, once we start making sales, I'll start like putting money in there, you know, and just leaving it. And then like if I want to get something, it's like, oh, where did this snake come from? Oh, I don't know. It's just. And that's the scary part because I'm the only one that has access to it at the moment. So where did that come from? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm running again.
Oh my God. Oh, did I forget to put money in that account?
Oh my.
5, 6, 7 guys. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. This is the kind of trouble I get into. Must be sending out too many checks for therapy. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay.
Oh geez. Oh Lord. we're going down the rabbit hole. It's happening. It was a matter of time.
Oh God. Oh God. We got
Always.
it. Hopefully Monday night, Juicy G will stay wherever she's. Maybe she'll go back to Cumming, Iowa, where she lives, and go back to the Come and Go where her mom will work.
Oh man.
Savannah,
We can
Savannah ate the rest of the fries.
Savannah ate the rest of the fries. Oh, bless her heart. That was a lot. We all got them fries. I don't think there's
7 a.m. the day we went to the show.
y'all. That was something. Okay, we're gonna let Lauren go. We kept her for 2 hours, bless her. We've been a good sport though. We're gonna have to bring her on Mom Juice Monday.
When I can drink alcohol again, yes.
Great. All right, you guys. And your other daughter. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm going to send her backstage. I'm going to tell you guys good night, and then we'll send it off for the evening.
Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Okay. Yep. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thanks for coming in and sharing the love, the laughter, the fun. We have had such a great night with you guys. We love you. You always make it wonderful for us. We'll be right here doing what we love, loving what we do. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Holly from Texoma will be our guest next Saturday at 6. So come back and have some more fun with us. So we will be right here doing what we love, loving what we do. You guys keep chasing your dream.